Okay, we are live. Hi, this is Cooking Appa. So happy to see you all again. Appa actually took a 2 weeks break for the last 2 weeks. One because I think the economy is opening up. All our businesses is actually started to revive again. So Appa was being very busy. So anyway, for the next 3 weeks, I already get three different sessions for you all. Today we will be actually talking about how do you actually choose the right appliances for a modern and healthy home these days. And then next week, I actually have invited an interior designer, which is on Friday, next week Friday, an interior designer to come in to share with us how can we actually design and make a practical kitchen. I think that is something that really is going to be very interesting for many of us, including myself, because I Appa recently bought a new house and will be moving in next year also. So that is really going to help. And then another week after that, it's going to fall on the 22nd. On the 22nd, actually, Appa has invited someone to go on live from Vietnam with us. Yes, Vietnam. You hear me right. Uh, she is actually the owner of the Onki fish sauce. I'm sure you all have seen Appa using one very premium fish sauce from Vietnam. I'm now actually getting the CEO of that particular factory to come on board with us on the 22nd of November to share with us uh, all the stories about her fish sauce and how it was done, what is the fish they use, what is the production process, and things like that. So that, and also she was telling me this morning that she may try to share with us some very interesting recipe. She actually said mentioned something like the cocktail, making a cocktail using a caramelized fish sauce. I think that is going to be very interesting. Another very interesting topic. So this is the three which I already scheduled out for all of you. I hope you all will be able to learn something from all the prominent speakers and including today. The one that we are having today, who has already spoken to us before, which was a very successful session on pressure cooker. He was none other than the owner and the founder of Enhanced Air Fryer. And actually, for your information, Enhanced do more than air fryer lah. So they are. This is why. But he has his own vision. He has information. He believes in minimalistic. He believes in putting in good looking stuff inside our home also. So I think these are some of the things that we can really hear from him. Okay, so without further ado, allow me to invite Noel up on screen with us. Hi
Hello, Abba.
Noel.
Hi,
Hi
thanks for
hi
having me
hi.
again.
Nice to have you again. By the way, I need to give you all a disclaimer today. I'm using Appa today is using another brand new camera, which is my action camera, which has a very wide angle. So there is a high chance that you all will be able to see me wearing my short pant. so so you all have to bear with me. Anyway, over to you, Noel.
Okay, sure, Abba. So, choosing appliances for the modern healthy home. So the vision of our brand is to be more than just another appliance selling company. So generally, there are three things that we hold very dear to every product that we sell. Now, I want, so these three key points are security and liability, health benefits of the product, and the most important thing is the ease of use. Now, so security and liability in general, when it comes to any product, I would always encourage potential buyers to very first importantly look at the brand of the company. Does it have a website? Is it a trustworthy company? Is it just a unknown seller that is selling a product online on any of the online marketplaces or on live, because this brings us to the second thing, which is Serum. I'm pretty sure that a lot of people have heard of this term, Serum. So basically, Serum is the testing body of Malaysia, the only authorized testing body of Malaysia. It is required by law that all appliances in Malaysia are certified safe by Serum. So it is a testing body that tests products that are sold in Malaysia. So of course, I also understand that a lot of people who like to do shopping from overseas, from Taobao, from Amazon, that kind of thing. Now, when you bring that product in, I don't think that it's very fair to say that there's a certain right or wrong, but you are exposing yourself to a lack of security and liability when that happens. Which brings us to the third point, which is warranty. Now, it is also a very fair thought for buyers to buy something online from imported from overseas and not expect any warranty service. But in my experience, appliance is quite critical. It is quite critical for an appliance to have warranty services. And we actually do provide courier pickup warranty services, which I mentioned before in the previous call with Hipaa. It is very, very important for our buyers to keep their boxes and polyforms so that when you do pack it, we can arrange a courier to go pick it up from your house. And when it is repaired, we can send it back to you. Now, so the next thing regarding security and liability, other than just the brand, is via a product feature. I'll just show you some very small features that we have regarding some products of ours that has security functions. So, Appa, could you bring the camera too, please?
Sure.
Okay, so the very first thing is this thing right here, this lock position for the door. So we have a couple of lock positions for these doors. Now there are a few models in the market which will just slam the door down. You know, there is no lock position, anything like that. So the reason we did this is because when you do this, it is easier to release the heat from inside the oven when you're done with it, and so that when any kid walks past here, they wouldn't be able to, it would be a safe additional safety for them. So the second thing, the most important thing for the safety feature for this oven is the double glass door. So it might be a bit hard to see right now, right? But there are two layers of glasses, one here and one here. Now, so this is in the very rare instance, right, when there is a glass breakage issue from the interior wall, you are still protected from the outside wall. Appa, can you bring back the camera one, please? Yep. So after we are done with security and liability, I would like to talk about the second thing, which I feel is very, very important in the modern healthy home, and that is health benefits of the product. Now, regarding the air fryer oven, it is very straightforward. Air fryer, right? It is slightly healthier option to frying. Now, the second thing that I want to talk about is the Hipaa filter of a vacuum, which is another new product that we have just launched recently. I will show you the product later, but a Hipaa filter, right, is essentially a filter that filters anything that cannot be captured physically by the vacuum itself. So when you vacuum, right, the dust, the physical dust that you can see with your eyes is captured inside the vacuum cleaner, but the bacteria that you cannot see with your eyes is actually being released from the exhaust of the vacuum. So Hipaa filter helps you filter off more than 99% of the bacteria that you vacuum out from the floors, especially from the carpets, because we all know how dirty the carpets are, right? So it is quite important in my mind to purchase a vacuum with a Hipaa filter, because essentially if you don't, you are basically just spreading all the bacteria that you are vacuuming out from your carpet into the air around you, in the surroundings around you. So after we are done with security and liability and the health benefits, I would like to go on to the most important point in my mind, which is ease of use. Now, I truly believe that appliances and technology is used to help people solve problems. Is to help people have more time to put more effort in other more important aspects of their lives. So the first ease of use, referring back to the air fryer oven, right, is of course it saves space. It saves your counter space. It is essentially an air fryer, an oven, and a food dehydrator, 3-in-1. So we also know that houses are getting smaller and smaller, apartments are getting smaller and smaller, property prices are going through the roof. So you do need your space to keep more things in the kitchen. So I am going to show you the new vacuum that we have to show you the ease of use function regarding this vacuum. Apa, camera 2, please. Okay, so this is a cordless vacuum. Now, what is a cordless vacuum? It is a vacuum that comes with a battery that you can use around the house without the worry of plugging in the power cable wherever you go. So how this works is, this is the motor by itself, and this is the shaft that you use for long cleaning, and you can actually connect all these heads separately directly into this, which I'll demo later. So now, so this is how it works, right? Okay, so this is how it looks like when it's connected together. Now, the first ease of use, right, is this. So you see that when you move, you can move like that. Now, it can also move like that. So it is essentially almost 180 degrees in all directions, which means that if you were to go underneath a sofa, you could actually, and you have a lack of space, you can actually push it in like this. I don't know whether this is very clear. Yeah. So you can actually do this when you have limited space. Now, the second ease of use, right? Very importantly, is right here. Okay. So this brush right here, a lot of people always have issue cleaning the brush. So we have this very simple function where you can pop it open. You can take this out, and then you can just clean the brush by itself. So a lot of people always have complaints that long hair is stuck in this shaft right here. So if you're able to remove this, you can just use a pair of scissors, go along these black lines here, and then you can just snip off the hair that's stuck. Now, and after you're done with this, you can put it back in. And that's it. Now, if in case of wear and tear, right, you wouldn't have to purchase the whole head, but you can just purchase the brush itself. Okay, so other than that, it also comes with a mattress brush. So, right, it doesn't really make sense if you use this head to vacuum your floors, your carpets, and use it for a mattress as well. So this is a mattress brush, which you can just connect here. And you can just use it like that. Okay, and then of course, after that, we still have this very normal, we call it a crevice brush, just to connect it in, just like that. Okay, so when you're done with the crevice brush, you can just put it here for keepsake. Okay, so back to the most important thing, right? The Hipaa filter. So you see, this is where the dust will get trapped if you use it. Okay, now you can open this out and then take this out. This thing right here, this is the Hipaa filter, which will help you trap your bacteria, the so-called dirty particles that you cannot see. So if you see 1, 2, 3, all these 3 can be washed with water. So it's very easily to easily maintain and taken care of. So pop it back up. You just put this in. this here. That's it. Okay, so this is a mattress brush. This is for narrow areas, and this is the general brush. Now, you will see that there are some models in the market, right, where the brush they provide looks like a carpet material. Now, that brush is also a very decent brush, but that brush gives you issues when you are vacuuming carpet surfaces. Due to the nature of the brush, the material of the brush, it causes friction when you are vacuuming the carpet, and it tends to get stuck quite easily. Now, another thing, right, when it comes to the ease of use, is also this. You see, this is how the handle is designed. This is how you switch on the power. Let me just. Okay. This is the. Okay, so you hold it like that. Now, we did realize this. So I have here in my hand a Dyson Vacuum. Now, I have to say first, the Dyson Vacuum is a very brilliant product. But when we were doing testing, right, we realized that to hold the Dyson Vacuum, you are required to hold it like a gun. And you have to press the trigger before the power is on. So let me show you. Now, you see this weight is pressing against your hand over here. Okay, the weight is pressing against the hand over here. And we have had complaints from customers where it actually hurts their hand around this region after using it for a long time. And the most importantly is that for this design, your kids can actually help you do the vacuuming. While for the Dyson design, it's a bit tough. Now, one more thing, the most important thing about this vacuum is that we use a brushless motor. Now, the difference between a brushless motor and a brush motor, I won't go into the technicalities, but basically the brushless motor is a motor which is more powerful, more energy efficient than a brush motor. You can suck more with less. So basically, for every push that you go, there is more dust being vacuumed inside, and your battery actually gives you more efficiency, and you are able to do more with lesser charges. Okay, the last thing about the ease of use, right, is that this battery is removable. So we also provide additional batteries. So if you run out of power, you could just take this out and pop back the next vacuum, your next battery inside the continuous vacuum. Okay, so Hipaa, back to number one. Oh, sorry, one more thing, very last one. So when you buy, there are a lot of models on the market, right, where they give you a stand, a bracket, where you have to plug into the wall for you to keep the vacuum to that stand. So basically, what we did is we decided to do this. We decided to provide a stand. So this is the power cable, and then you just pop it here, and then you will start charging. So this is basically, there's no screwing required. You can just bring it anywhere you want. You can charge it anywhere you want inside the house. Okay, so Hipaa, could we go back to camera one, please? Okay, so just to sum it up, right? The appliance for the modern healthy home, of course, being what Hipaa said just now, we do take pride in how good something looks. We generally are a very minimalist bunch of people who like our house to clean, bright, sleek. So other than that, the 3 points that I wanted to emphasize today is the security and liability. The brand that you're buying from, what type of assurance do they provide you? What type of are their customer service easily approachable? Will they talk to you? Will they help you solve your problems? Now, the second thing is the health benefits that you are getting while you invest in the product. I can tell you that if you really do look properly, there is actually small health benefits in every product available in the market. So do your research. You can always find a better product somewhere. Price is always not the most important one. And then the third thing is, of course, ease of use, which is what we really, really consider whenever we decide to introduce a new model. We take a lot of effort and time in researching on how every of our product can improve the lives of our customers in their home. So that's it from me today. Hipaa?
Okay, thank you very much, Noel. We got a bit of time here. We can take some questions. Actually, there are some questions just now when you are presenting.
Yep, sure.
Let me see. There's one asking, what's the brush for?
Which brush?
I think there is a brush that you can use to. You say you can stick it on top of the handle or what is it? There's a brush.
Hang on,
right?
Let me take out all the brushes here.
Oh, there are more than one brushes, is it? Is it
I call it more than one brush head. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, yep. Okay, so this is the normal one. Okay, normal brush. Okay. For most of your cleaning needs, it is for your carpets, your grounds, okay, whichever is more convenient. Oh, I forgot to mention one thing. So this brush head, right, actually has a light in front. Let me try and see if I can show. See this light here?
Oh, got light.
Yeah. So right,
this
is something very interesting. I mean, in the beginning, when we were conducting our testing, we thought that lights is not that useful of a thing. But we realized that the light really does help a lot when you are going through dark corners. You can actually see how good of a job that you've done. So that was why we decided to provide lights as well. So that is one. Then another one is this, which I believe that most vacuums already provide. This is for you to reach very small, narrow areas. And this one is a mattress brush, which you can use for your pillows, for your mattress, for your curtains if you don't mind. So yeah, that's about it.
Okay. And what is the RPM on that motor?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Somebody is asking.
I will get my customer service to reply that.
Okay. There is let me see. There is a comment, a very professional comment. If you ask me, a brushless motor isn't energy efficient. It's equally efficient. The difference is that within the motor, there's no brushes to hold them together. They are spun together sheerly by magnetic force.
Okay.
Your comment? Seriously, this is too technical for me. I don't really understand anyway. Yeah. So, but perhaps you want to comment a little bit.
Okay. From what I know, a brushless motor it generates greater energy using the same amount of power compared to a brush motor. Which means that for every power, I can't remember what's the how you measure power. For every power that you use, it is actually generating more energy, which means that for the same amount of battery that you have, there is more power generated into energy. That is what we mean by energy efficient. Now, generally, right, in appliances, right, there are a lot of appliances out there right now which have energy rating efficiencies. So they are the fridges, the air cons, the fridges, air cons, TVs, just to name a few lah. So basically, it means how much power you use to generate the same amount of what do you call it? To solve a problem, you know. So it's like, let's say I will have to use a certain amount of power at a lesser time to work the same load, then it does mean that I am actually more energy efficient compared to other models. That is basically it.
Okay. I think.
Am I lagging?
I think it's okay.
Am I lagging?
There is. I think your technical team is helping to answer here.
Hipaa is lagging. It's like Is Appa
Or
lagging
am
or
I
am I lagging?
lagging?
Oh, it's me?
Yeah, I think you are lagging a little bit,
Okay, is it okay?
but not so bad, lah. Not so bad. I think your technical team try to give some answer here. When converting electricity into mechanical power, brushless motors are more efficient than brush motors, primarily due to the absence of brushes, which reduces mechanical energy loss due to friction. Okay, uh, I kind of
Okay, I
I'm
will
trying
tell
to
my technical
understand
team
a
to
little
not
bit.
be so don't, don't need to be so technical.
Yeah, no need to be so technical, seriously. To
So,
me,
okay, so let's talk
any
about what.
appliances,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. So
I'm
let's
sorry.
talk
Yeah.
about what we provide our customers, lah. So basically, right, to put it in very layman terms, lah, basically with that battery that we provide, you can actually have a higher suction power and you can actually have a longer usage time before the battery dies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I
there
think
are not many models.
mm,
Yeah. Yeah. So there are
that's a
not many
good way of
models in the
putting it.
market. Yeah, there are not many models in the market that uses brushless motors. Of course, Dyson is one of them. We actually were quite worried about which motor to provide lah in the first place, because brushless motor is very, very much more expensive than a brush motor. But due to the ease of use that we wanted to provide our customers and the vision of our brand, we decided to just go all out. Yeah, and of course, the price that we are selling our vacuum for is less than half the price of a Dyson.
Okay, okay. One thing I like about Enhance is that every time when I talk to them, it is really they really go through. They really go through a lot of research to really to in order to come up with this product. It's not like many other now we have a lot of OEM brands in the market. Those they just simply get a factory in China to make for them and things like that. But not Enhance. Enhance they
Yep,
really go through some research and not just research. I will call it localized research. So meaning that they are really
yep.
design the product to fit into the local Malaysia and Singapore market usage. Correct me if I'm wrong, Noel.
Mm,
This
yeah,
is what I understand for the past 1 year when I was dealing
mm,
with you all, which is
yep,
very good. It's very good because I know
yeah,
the product at the end of the day that we will be getting it is actually designed for Malaysia and Singaporean to use.
yep, yep. So you can see, right, about there is also one of the reasons why our product range, the number of models that we have right now is actually not that many.
Mm,
Because we are just we do have a certain level of expectations for what we provide, lah. So we are a bit uh, what's the right word? Meow when it comes to the
selective lah.
things. Uh,
You're very
yeah,
selective when it comes to the thing that you
yep,
all want to do.
yep,
So and I'm sure you are also in the midst of exploring your next product very soon also, right?
yep,
So
yep, yep, yep.
I think that is something that very aspiring lah, to many
Mm-hmm,
people,
mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm.
you will get the good support. You'll good good localized support also, technical support.
Yep,
I think
yep,
for me, if I want to buy any appliances, number one is I will look at the support. Number two,
yep,
of course, is the characteristic of the particular product, whether or not it will make my life easier.
yep.
Uh, I won't purposely use that product for the sake of using it. I will
Mm-hmm,
use it because I need to use it, and it makes my life so
mm-hmm.
much easier. So I think
Yeah,
that is the direction. That is the direction we all many of us home cook we should actually know, because they are along the line. They are throughout the years. There are many of my supporters asking me all kind of questions. One of the
mm-hmm,
biggest, most frequently asked question is actually, Appa, which one you think is better? Should I use this or should I use that?
yep,
Usually, I try to remain very neutral.
mm-hmm,
I only comment more on those products that I personally have used before. Then I
yep,
will give them that is my personal advice. for the products that I haven't really used before, my advice is always seriously, if you buy it, you make sure it is something that you are in need of it. If not, you are going to have another display vase in your kitchen or somewhere, just this for displaying purposes. I think that happens to many of us lah. Not just to be fair, it happens to many of us. So make sure whatever you want to buy is going to help you. And of course, when it comes to the price wise, that is up to individuals' affordability. No right or wrong. No right or wrong.
Yeah. Well, you see, when I started this brand, I really wanted a brand that could provide something more. So I've been in this industry for a very long time. I would say that most brands out there, the point of contact that you have with the brand when you purchase is only at the point of purchase. After that, it is basically, if there's something wrong with it, I will help you repair it. But there is always there is a lot of brands out there that has that something missing about the content that they provide after you purchase. So this is something that we also try our best to constantly come up with. But it was a bit sad because due to MCO, we couldn't do much shooting. So before MCO, we had like seasonal videos. I think we came up with recipes for Chinese New Year, Mother's Day, and then after that Hari Raya. So we could actually have fun with our customers together, to show them what you could do with this. So this is something that we hope that we can keep continue doing. So that, especially when it comes to this cordless vacuum, right, I really think that it will overtake the old traditional vacuums in future. But of course, there are also a lot out there which is super cheap. So just an example is this, right? So this most common head that I was referring to just now. Now, when you use this, right, there is a motor inside this head that will both provide the light and spin this at the same time. So this spins when you are actually using it. Now, there are a few brands out there which doesn't even have this. There's no brush. It doesn't even spin. So basically, it just sucks whatever good that it goes in, which I can tell you doesn't work that well. So I also understand that for customers who are not in this industry, who are not from within, they tend to struggle to fully understand what they're buying. Basically, they could probably just go to an online marketplace and then look at the number of reviews, number of comments. I do understand that, which is why I always try my best to explain the situation to customers, to let them know about what it is that they are missing out on. Of course, I do understand that not every customer is our target market. There are some people who do look for cheap products, and that's fair. So basically, why I come and participate in your calls is basically just for that, just to continue sharing.
Yep. And I think that's something very important because when I first started this particular series, there are a small minority of viewers actually was saying that, how come you start selling things and things like that? Actually, all these sessions are sharing sessions. I gotten the brand's founder to come and share the knowledge. They are here not just to sell their product. They are really sharing with you why their product is actually designed that way. I think that is something that you won't hear from anyone else beside from the horse's mouth. So from there, it doesn't matter whether you want to buy or not. It actually gives you a lot of information that no other appliances salesperson or promoter is going to tell you. So I think it's for my session. I invited all these founders and bosses to come to really share things from their heart. And I'm sure from the way Noel explained and presented, I'm sure you all can feel his passion in this particular appliances industry. I can feel his passion the first time I actually engaged with him. So that is actually something that we learn things. So every time no matter to me, it's very simple. no matter who I talk to, what I watch, what I view, what I read, I will be learning something. So to me, it's the attitude. It's what kind of attitude that you want to uphold that really will bring you through your life to the next level, right? So for those who are interested to buy, you can get the buying information in the video description. We already put it down there. You can check it out. And if I'm not wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, Noel, I think you also have a 3 easy payment scheme for this
Yes,
product, right?
yes, we do.
Yeah,
Yep, we do.
you have the 3 easy payment scheme, and then they also have 11/11, a lot of bundles, promotions, and things like that. So you can,
We do.
for those interested, you can go and check it out. For those not interested, don't worry. I'm sure Noel is still very happily sharing his knowledge with all of us today. I think that is what we managed to take home today. I think that is very important.
Yeah. Actually, I was a bit concerned about sharing about this on your channel, Apa, because your channel is mainly cooking, ma. But
Yes.
I mean, I had such a fun time during our first call here, so that's why I decided to do another call.
Don't worry. I think one day I may even bring in somebody to talk about property. So don't worry about that. It's all about lifestyle. This live session, I keep it to lifestyle, so it's actually more broad and it can be relevant to different group of people. I have over 300,000 followers. So if this particular topic only appeal to about 5% of them, I think it's good enough. It doesn't have to appeal to everyone. But of course, if any of you has any good ideas or any topic that you all want to listen, want me to share, or want me to get some expert like Noel to come and share things, let me know. Let me know what are the topics that put it in the comment section. Let us know. I will try my best to search around the people from you and the right person for you. And the best part now is everything is borderless. Like you will be expecting a Vietnamese fish sauce producer will be talking to you all very soon on this particular channel. So if you want to get you want Appa to get some Thai seafood or whatever, I think we can try to do that also. So, but of course they have to speak good English. Okay. If there isn't any other information, no questions, then I think we will call it a day for tonight. Thank you so much for your great sharing again, Noel. It's always a great fun talking to you. Seriously.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, me too, Apa. Thank you so much.
Okay, you all want to know more about Enhance? We have the link inside the video description. Okay, just go and check it out. Happy Deepavali for to those who will be celebrating tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Bye bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.